Hello! Haven't made a video in a long time, but I'm sure you don't really care. And so basically what I've been doing is looking at kind of other people's progress posts. And I'm sure we all look at these things as kind of inspiration. So anyway, here is a compilation of 7 people that have completely changed their body, completely changed from being really skinny to very, very, very different in a period of time. So I've asked for permission from all these people, so they've allowed me to use their photos and stuff. I also asked them what their #1 kind of tip was. So I'm going to show you before and after photos, and then I'm going to tell you a bit about their routine, and then what they said that their #1 kind of tip was. So before I start, all of these are from the Gain It subreddit. This is where I found them. I'm a frequent lurker on that subreddit. It's an amazing community for people who are skinny and want to gain weight. Now I do recommend you watch the whole video because the last transformation is absolutely insane. You will literally not believe it. Now the first transformation I'm going to show you is a guy with the username Half a Cup. Now I'm pretty sure that cup is half full of oats because he has transformed quite dramatically, I would say. So this is what he looked like before. Kind of like an average kind of guy, I guess. Wasn't particularly super skinny, but obviously he was not happy with this. He's 6'4", and this is what he looks like now after 2 years of gaining weight, of filling that half a cup with oats and eggs and protein. He went from 169 pounds to 190 pounds. Which is roughly 72 kilograms to about 90 kilograms, so it's quite a lot. Even over 2 years, it's quite a long time. I would love to have half the kind of muscles that he has now. On the post where he showed these pictures, these before and after pictures, he said that he started off with an upper and lower body split, but then went into a 5-day PPL, so push, pull, legs routine, and that's what I'm on now, so hopefully that's going to work out for me, but probably not. But I did ask him what his #1 tip was for people just starting out, people who are struggling at the gym, and this is what he said. The #1 thing to remember is to be patient. At first, it will seem like a chore to remember to eat and work out. However, if you stay consistent, it will soon become a habit. Once it's like a habit, the only thing stopping you is your old self. Don't be your old self. Embrace a new you where you can achieve things, even if they're difficult. It's supposed to be difficult. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Basically, I think the gist of it is be consistent. That's probably a theme that's going to come up quite often. So, yep, I saw his post and I found it really inspiring. I really enjoyed reading it. So there's going to be links to all of the posts below. So after this video, check them out and you can see in more detail what they posted. Okay, #2, the second Gain It post that I found super inspiring. And this is quite a big transformation, actually. He managed to transform himself quite drastically in just 4 months. Here is what he looked like before. I'm sure he won't mind me saying it now, but he's pretty skinny there. That's pretty much what I was like kind of at my lowest as well. And then just 4 months later, here's what he looks like now, or at least what he looked like back then. Now he weighs 150 pounds. You can see a big, big difference. He looks much more healthy. One of the main things that I enjoyed about gaining a little bit of weight is that it's not necessarily looking amazing, like buff, muscly. You just want to look more healthy and you just generally feel better about yourself. So I'm sure he did. I hopefully he did, because he looks so much better. And remember, this is just 4 months, so you don't have to spend 2 years, 3 years. Now on his post, he's saying that he went to the gym 6 days a week, which is a lot, which may explain why he gained quite quickly. You don't necessarily need to do that, but if you want to and you can, then why not? But, I think the main thing he said is that he ate consistently, which is the #1 thing. If you want to gain weight, you need to eat consistently. Now, when I asked him what his #1 tip was for new people, newbies, skinny guys, basically he wishes that he kept a log of his weights, his reps, his food when he first started. He said, I started about halfway through my journey, but I really wish that I captured my starting point so I could have seen my progress. It helps to stay motivated on days when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Okay, let's go to #3. This guy, this is what he looked like before. And on his post, he said that he barely recognises himself from 2 years. So this was a 2-year transformation, but it's a pretty big transformation. This before photo, he weighed about 135 pounds and he's 5'11". So, that is kind of skinny. It's not super, super skinny, but definitely underweight. And he obviously wasn't happy with it. So he went to the gym, he went consistently, he ate a lot, and this is what he looks like now. That is a big transformation. That is impressive. Look at the size of his arms. Even his face looks completely different. I love it when people's faces completely change. I mean, he is basically unrecognizable. Very proud of you, man, even though you don't know who I am. I really wish that I could do that. And on his post, he says that he works out about 5 times a week, and then he just eats a lot, basically. He says he eats till he feels sick. Yeah, I find that a struggle. I really find it a struggle to eat a lot, so props to this guy for being able to do that. So he's gained about 45 pounds in 2 years, and it seems to be a lot of it is muscle, which is what you want. Now, the 4th transformation post is not a dude, it's a lady, because there are plenty of ladies who would love to, put on some weight, put on some mass, and this girl is showing us how it's done, because she has done it extremely well. This is what she looked like before. She was 90 pounds. This is what she looks like after. And you can see the huge transformation. She's got bigger muscles than me in basically every department. And the actual weight gained isn't a huge amount. She gained about 30 pounds, and that seems to be almost mostly muscle because she is shredded. Back when she weighed 98 pounds, she said she was only eating like 600, 700 calories a day. Now she's eating 2,800 to 3,000 calories a day and working out a lot. I think it looks great. I think she's done amazingly. Go sister. When I asked her what her #1 tip was for newbies, that she said to take each day as it comes, take it one step at a time. It will be difficult at first, especially since you can't see any results in just a few days, but find your goal, stick to it, and if you fail, get back up and keep going. So this next post, another awesome transformation from a young guy. He was just 20 years old, 5'9", same height as me, and in 10 months, he made a lot of progress. So 10 months is not a long time. That will fly by so far. This is what he looked like before. So 5'9", he weighed about 120 pounds, which is about 54 kilograms. And in 10 months, he gained nearly 40 pounds to weigh 158 pounds, and this is what he looks like now. He's completely different, and the hair seems to have gone down rather than up, which is great. To be honest, I'm stunned that this took just 10 months. That must have been some dedication. Now, he's put basically all the food he eats, all the exercises he does in his post on Reddit. So again, check the link below and you'll see that. It really, really makes me want to go to the gym like right now, which I probably should be doing rather than making this video. So I asked him what his tip was for all of us skinny guys, and he basically said, don't skip compounds. Even if you can't lift very much, even if you can't lift very heavy weights, don't skip your squats, your bench press, your overhead press. And as a side note, if you want to look good on camera, learn to pose. It seems stupid, but it makes a huge difference. I love how he loves to learn how to pose, but he likes to put a blue thing. Okay, never mind. So here's the 7th gym transformation post. So this is what he looked like before. He's 6'2", and he's very skinny there. I mean, I'm sure he won't mind me saying I'm not being a bitch because, you know, I was as skinny. And this is what it looks like now. And yeah, that is another epic transformation. I mean, it's so muscly. Like, I don't understand how people gain all this muscle and basically have no fat. Because whenever I try and gain weight, there's always just a lot of fat. So here he is from the side, and he seems to be cooking, probably scrambling up like 7 fucking eggs or something, because there is no way you get that muscly without consuming a hell of a lot of eggs. I'm so impressed with that. I mean, it's a year and a half, not that long for that much level of transformation. So when I asked him what his tip was for everyone, for a start, he says it's 70% diet, 30% weightlifting. Now, he uses MyFitnessPal, which I think is an awesome app, so I would recommend that as well. Just do it for a few days, and then you'll see more specifically how many calories you're eating, and you're probably underestimating it. Okay, so the next one, and this is a really, really big one, actually. This is a very impressive one. This is a guy who used to weigh 123 pounds, and by the time he posted his update, he weighed 194 pounds. And this kind of flew under the radar, even on Reddit. It didn't get very many upvotes, not very many people commented or saw it, but I thought it was amazing. So this is why I'm adding it here. The guy was 20 years old, he's 6'3". Now here he is making out with a dolphin. This is what he looked like before. You would not expect him in a year and a half to look like this. Holy mother of God. Basically is an Abercrombie & Fitch model now. Now he weighs 194 pounds of mostly muscle, it seems. If you ever watch this dude, then I am super jealous of you and you have done an amazing job. Now, he said he did this by, again, working out his calories, working out how much he needs to maintain his weight, and then just adding 200 or 300 more. That's definitely one that I look at every now and then to inspire myself. Okay, here is the final one, and I promise you that this will be the best one, and for me it is, at least. I think this is absolutely amazing. So this guy, just another Reddit post, and this was upvoted a lot, and I'm not surprised. This guy used to weigh 105 pounds, and he was 6 foot tall. This is what he looked like before. Now, I'm not trying to be a mean guy, but he does look quite skinny here. 6 foot and 105, it's quite underweight. And it took him 3 years, but he gained 100 pounds. And this is what he looks like now. And I'm like, absolutely, what the fuck? Honestly, when I saw this, and I literally remember seeing this, I was looking, I was just like, I was just scrolling down, scrolling, clicks in it, I looked. It's fucking amazing. Look at his before again. Look at his before photo and look at his after. It's just like, I've never seen such a transformation in my life. Part of me thinks that it's just a different person, because his face is completely different. Obviously, he's had a tan as well, so that helps. And do you know what the most amazing thing is? That he didn't even go to a gym. This is from a home gym that he did this on. Power rack, dumbbells, a T-bar, so kind of like the basic gym equipment, and he just managed to transform himself. Thankfully, when I asked this guy if he had any tips, he did reply to me, and he said, 6 months of counting calories and protein for bulking and cutting and following a set program is worth 3 years of solid training without a focused diet. And volume means more than any other training principle for building muscles. Almost everyone said that they learned how to track their calories. That seems to be the main theme. Now what I'm going to do is show you one more. one random stupid loser guy who also had a little bit of a transformation, but he's also super fucking lazy, doesn't go to the gym enough, doesn't eat enough, and yet he still managed to gain a little bit of muscle and kind of change what he looks like. And that person is me. So I'm not suggesting that I'm on the same level as any of these people, because I'm absolutely not. The reason I'm showing you my kind of progress is because there is a difference, and it just took 3 or 4 months. And like I say, I'm super lazy, I don't eat enough, and yet just going to the gym, just starting, just doing something, you can actually see a difference. So this is what I looked like before. That was me kind of at my lowest. I think I was like 54, 53 kilograms. And then just 4 months later, so 4 months after I started, I took this photo, and that's what I looked like after. Obviously, I'm pulling a stupid face, and the light is slightly different, but I did gain about 7 kilograms, 7 or 8 kilograms, so I went from 54 to 62. You can see a difference. You can see a difference quickly, even if you're lazy, even if you don't do everything you're supposed to do. Unfortunately, shortly after that, I just kind of fucked it all up because, you know, life gets in the way. I was busy, I stopped going to the gym, and once you stop, it's quite hard to start again. Started again about 4 months ago, and I'm kind of at the same level. I'm about 63 kilograms, so I look about the same as I do there. So I hope this has been useful, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Now, like I say, there's links to the posts in the description, and also some of the guys' Instagrams. Like I asked if they wanted me to share their Instagrams, and if they said yes, then I've also put their Instagrams in the description. Oh, and one final thing, I'm just going to plug my own channel. Sorry. So I started a tech channel about gadgets and technology because my job means that I get sent loads of stuff to review. I basically write about technology. So basically I'm starting like a gadget channel where I just show you gadgets and play around with them and stuff. So if you want to check that out, it's called Dan the Gadget Man, and I don't have many subscribers because it's new. So the link to that will be below also. So it'd be awesome if you check that out. Okay, that's it now. I really should just be off to the gym. I have been drinking this protein shake, so it's not been a complete waste of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you around. Bye-bye.